Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Gate Crypto here. So let's dive straight into the Terra Grants proposal scheme. The proposal is up now and it's a community spend proposal, and Ed's put it up and it's to kickstart the effort behind the grant scheme in itself. So I've got the proposal here. I'll leave a link to it in the description, but if you're going to the governance itself to vote on it, make sure you've got the correct proposal, because it's a community pool spend. If we vote through a scam proposal, it's going to send, the funds to a wallet as to which it's been allocated. And I'm surprised, people haven't actually tried this already. So this is really good. So with the passing of proposal 5234, there will be a portion of the seigniorage redirected to the community pool at the end of every epoch. So that's every 7.7 days. With the influx of new resources, it is critical that the community spend the funding with wisdom, transparency, and efficiency. Historic methods of distribution, trust me bro, are insufficient with no accountability, nor is there any established peer review process in the distribution, nor oversight in the use of grant funding. Current methods of the community pool distribution have not been adequately formulated. Historic methods of the community pool spending have suffered from a myriad of problems, including nepotism, centralization and poor transparency, lack of accountability and lack of direction. A grants program with independent reviews of the proposed contributions of the project group or developer team will attract new talent, evaluate proposals on merit, not for who you know, while providing funding for delivery of specific milestones. Furthermore, a pay-by-milestone model will provide enough seed capital for the project to get granted and incentivize the completion of that project or proposal. Website, and we'll go to that in a second. This grants program does not prevent the submission of any community pool distribution on its own. The program aims to be recommended method to request a grant due to oversight, peer review, and rationale described above. The grants program does not actually fund anything, just collects proposals, organizes independent reviews, makes recommendations via these reviews, and keeps projects accountable. All the community spend proposals still need to go through governance and voting by the community. If this proposal passes, I will be taking leave of all other organizations to remain impartial and neutral in the decision-making process. Multisig wallet is supervised by myself, Macro, and Jagmot of all nodes. And I can, vouch for both Ed and Jagmot, not so much Marco because I don't know him on a personal level, but these guys are awesome. Multi-signature wallets are awesome. It pretty much means that at least two of them would have to sign off to make a transaction. At least two of them. And they're built up from three wallets. I think you can go a little bit higher. So let's go over to the Grants Foundation. So it pretty much says the same thing, and it's a independent system, and this is what is going to start really incentivizing projects to come forward. And then not just that, it keeps people accountable, like Ed's saying. It makes them more or less have to follow the rules, actually do what they're saying they're going to do to keep getting their grant payout, because they're not going to get it all in one hit. So this grant payout is 1.6 million. Yeah, 1.6 million USTC from the community pool. That will leave the community pool around 60, so around 60k USTC after this spend. So do be aware that that will happen. It will come from the USTC pool, and that's how it will get paid for. And ensure you've got the correct one. Like I said, show all. And you can go to Ed saying 8813. You can see the proposal A813, because I assure you there's going to be a scam one coming out very soon. I have voted yes. I did it on my phone because I always use the extension to show you guys stuff. So I'll put a screenshot up later, to show people that I voted yes. And then I'll also put the vote in tweet out for you guys to vote as to how you want the no to vote. Yes, no, abstain, no with veto. But I already think I know your decision, but I will still allow you guys to make that decision. And this is really good. This is more forward movement. It's more positive backing. And the fact that all nodes is behind it's really good, because that's where the centralization of voting power is at the moment. I hope it does change in due course and we do get the spread of delegations going out. But it's lucky that all nodes hold this vote power, because if it was with someone else who didn't really have this neutral standpoint, it could be an issue across the board. So I have no doubt that the proposal itself will show up whitelisted in a matter of hours. And we really look forward to getting this in place. I myself, could have made use of this when we were developing what we developed. If I didn't have developers to hand, we could hire developers. So if you've got an idea and you've got it all written out, you've got it all planned out, you've done the maths, you've done everything, all the ins and outs, you can get, my chair's so squeaky. You can get a grant, okay? And like Ed's saying, in this proposal sort of thing, that he's going to step back and take a neutral standpoint, which is really good. So you can scroll down and see the funding priorities and all of the different things that, the general purposes for funding and what you'll need to follow across the board. And the call to attract NFT developers back to Terra Classic is huge, because NFT markets make up an absolute huge amount of transactions and microtransactions. I think it's kind of underrated in a sense. So it would be good to see more NFT markets popping up, especially with the correction that we've had on the market lists themselves, where they've corrected them down to the actual ones that do support, which is Random Earth, Nowhere Art and Talus. I did work on Talus Art a little bit before, but it just seemed a little bit too buggy for my liking. Random Earth seems pretty good, and it's always good to kind of launch your collection where there's volume, where there's interest, where people go there for many other things. I think that's always going to be a benefit to launching your NFT project, because you're not only going to want to attract the Lunar Classic community, but other communities as well. And I guess that's the whole point of doing NFT projects as well, is to show off the actual coin behind it and all the different things across the board. So like I was saying in our live stream, our NFT project aims to provide staking. It doesn't aim, it will provide staking out of our treasury and everything like that. Really, really hyped for everything. But kudos to Ed. All the links in the description for this one, and just stay safe out there, guys. This is really good moving forward. I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. I'll catch you in the next one.